Alright. Here we go. Final ever video of Killer Instinct. Let's make it a good one.
Fight on! Ready! Fight!
Hold up.
Hyper combo!
Where will the Jagos come from?
Triple!
I went over him and he's still gonna hit me with a kick that went over, like, under me.
Shadow counter!
There we go.
Combo breaker!
Oh god.
Counter breaker!
Oh. Okay. I did do that, but I only timed it afterwards.
King combo!
That's fair enough.
Fight! Combo breaker! Counter!
He took the bait.
Hyper combo! Fight! Knockout!
Come on, Kid Woo. Finish the combo level. Ah, you didn't go for it.
Hyper combo! Triple combo!
Wow, one.
Brutal!
He actually hit me, like, random hit before it straight into a shadow move.
Brutal! Hyper combo!
Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So it instantly get up and start attacking me as I landed. Oh my god.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
As soon as I got the hit, he got to land and instantly attacked me as I came back down. I guess it's fair, but...
Welcome.
Sad man dude.
Fight on!
Another, like, Jago or Shago, dude.
Ready! Fight! Knockout!
That was a light?
Monster combo! Knockout! Monster combo! Combo breaker! Volley
Well,
combo!
that sucked.
Ready! Fight! Knockout!
Bah. Let's go. No. GG. Oh my god, dude, like triple super. Good lord. Oh, I didn't do triple. Nice.
Supreme victory.
GG. 100 hits.
Ready. Fight. Lockout. Combo. Lockout.
Booyah. Oh.
Combo breaker. Combo breaker.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm breaking everything somehow.
Lockout. Extreme combo.
Yo.
Lockout. Monster combo. Lockout.
Missed that. I mean, I'm lucky to get some hits. Zipping around the street. Oh my god. All I can do to this guy is throw. That's all I can do to him. Apparently. Nice. I'm dead. I'm dead. Damn. Well, that sucks. I just got pulverized. The only thing I could do to him is throw. That was kind of funny. Radioactive.
Fight on. Ready. Fight.
Another Jago, man. Where's all the Jagos come from? Oh man, I'm Saga.
Master.
I pressed that. I pressed low. Where's the wrong music? No. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed. Get his hits, I guess. I forget, Sago has like slow walking speed. Dead. Damn.
Supreme victory.
Oh, just getting murdered. They're all Jagos now. It's kind of ridiculous.
Ready. Fight.
Oh my god, instant grab as soon as he landed. No. Oh no.
Lockout. Beastly combo. Lockout. Hyper. Lockout.
Well, Oh my god. I haven't played with a Saga in so long, so. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I don't know what I'm doing. He grabbed. Dude. Shadow moves are sucky now, dude. They are bad. Shadow moves are terrible now. Oh yeah, I forgot about the parry. Why didn't I use that? Oh, give a shake. I was so fast. But we were to hit it. Oh, that sucked. Big combo. Easy go for God. Oh, he's ultimate? Yes. Let's go. Nice. Oh, that was a big fish. Good stuff. Merked. Amble mouse?
Fight on! Ready. Fight!
Oh, now I get Shin Saka. Oh my god. What the fuck? What's happening? Oh, that's great.
Lock out! Lock out! Lock out! Lock out!
Ah.
Combo breaker!
I ended up jump bounce, wall bounce. Okay.
Extreme combo!
Jumping beam back. Oh.
Ready. Fight! Solid combo! Triple! Master! Lock out! Awesome combo! Lock out!
Let's go.
Combo! Ready. Fight!
That worked. That was an anti-air? Oh my god.
Brutal!
Yeah, anti-air game is pretty much non-existent in this game. Oh my god. Shamu's a fucking ass. I'm dead.
Master!
Aw. Yeah, Shamu's just
One
ass
step
now.
closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
Oh my god, we're going on astral plane. Holy shit. Well, it's not Jago, but it's kind of is. It's more the being in Jago, to be honest. Yeah, I understand why Arbiter got a nerve in the beginning, but it's almost like they nerfed him to the point where he's useless. Like that Rising Sword was the only good move he had. They nerfed it, and then people realized just how kind of worthless he is. Because no one's ever used to Sin. Nice. Yeah, that flip sword was his best move. The point where he was busted, they nerfed it, and everyone's realized how like it was only his best move. So now it's kind of worthless. But to me, he feels incredibly fun to use. He should get destroyed right now. What's up? I didn't do that, I did the other grenade. Do this combo. Yeah, even the controls don't feel right. Like I said, since season 3.5 kind of dropped, everything's just got steadily worse. I'm dropping moves, I'm getting the raw moves now. The online connection's not as good. I guess the balancing isn't too bad, like Sako's like top, but that's the only real like, character issue, I suppose.
Lockout! Extreme! Lockout!
Can't read those. They're all the fucking same.
Lockout!
That's not cool. What the fuck? Really? Yeah, they've nerfed that sword move to the point where you can punish it now. Oh, come on! No! What did I get the gun out for? I didn't do that. See what I mean, dude? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, he caught him! Let's go. That was sick. Trying to get stabbed. In the right situation, his grenades are really good.
There is always another battle.
His grenades are really good if you time everything right with it. I know I said I was gonna probably have my own picks, but I've just kept running right now. Ah, shoot. Heavy.
Crazy combo. Combo breaker. Extreme. Look out.
Fuck am I doing?
Monster combo. Combo breaker. Killer combo. Ready. Fight. Lock out.
40% on that. Normally those kits scale hard for Roman now. Like the multi-kits, they normally scale very hard. That sucks. That sucks.
Shadow counter. Brutal combo.
Huh? Messed up. I'm good. Well, I gave him a good fight. I'll take it. But yeah, it's like Harbinger has been nerfed to the point where he kind of blows. He's not nowhere near as good now that the Sword of Sank Helios move has been nerfed. Everyone realized, oh, that's his best move, but now it's been nerfed, and it's not using it anymore. Maiden Masher. Another Jago, dude. What madness did I have where I was like, just fought Jagos the whole video time through? Kind of getting that right now. Here we go, another fucking Jago to play with. Once I get a character I've already used. Mind you, I think I've used everybody now. More or less.
Ready. Fight. Triple.
Tell you what, the scenes if Rage of Solomon popped up now, in any time of the session, it would become hilarious.
Lock out. Extreme.
Like we did on KI on online that one time.
Shadow counter.
That wasn't even intentional on any of our parts either. We were just both playing the game at the same time. He came on stream, and I was still kind of doing a couple of fights at the time. And then I think at the end of my match, he started the game, or was like a couple of matches into the streamer night. And then we both matched up at the same time.
Triple. Solid combo. Ready. Fight. Solid. Lock out. Awesome.
What the fuck? What the fuck? There's no way he was able to do Dragon Punch from that side. Ah, I try not to jump. Stay on track. Story ripped off of Mortal Kombat.
Knock off.
You scrub. You are terrible at this game. No, I am terrible at this game. Case in point, I'm on fucking 0. Fuck. I started the day halfway through the goal, halfway up the gold board, and now I'm on fucking 0. Obliterated by many good players, to be fair. Oh, I got 4 gold, that's cool. Noisy Pie 7. Huh. I like the squeeze. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's the flag! Surprise! Oh no. Oh wow, I jumped over it. What? That sucks. I didn't want that. Oh, okay. I really like the Glacius color.
Supreme victory.
That's pretty much, yeah, it pretty much suits him. Good. What's up? No. Oh god. Ow. No, come on. Disability frame. Come on. They made his combo breaking like it made it easier now. I doubt it. Good move. I'll take that. I was lucky. And laser! Ah, let's go. I hit it. I'll take it. Oh no. Oh no! I hit the laser. I hit the laser move. That's made me happy. I tried to do it last time a couple times and I ran out of health. So, I'll take that. One more, lads. One more set. Alright. So, seeing as this is the final match, I am going to go with my own pick. Of course, it's my Reign Victor. Let's do it. Should I put the TJ music on? Oh, it has the TJ music. Sweet. Perfect. How'd the game hurt me? Oh, what the fuck? Dude, that was like instant. Wow. That ground fire burst would be much better if it came out quicker. It's very slow now. That sucked. Instant counter break. I didn't even get a chance to move or do anything. Why did that miss? I broke that. What? Big finish. Oh, let's go. Good game. That's what I'm talking about. That's them with a win, lads. Oh, because wins have been very hard to come by today. Alright. That's it. I think we are all Killer Instinct 2013 out. I think that's it. I'll probably, like I said a couple of times, I will probably come back. But I think as far as, and I've said this a couple of times, but I think this is the definitive end of the game now. 20 sessions of this game in total, I believe, from when I last counted. Pretty good number to end on, to be honest. And I had fun, even if my rank did get destroyed. Yeah, this is truly it now. I've covered all the bases. I've covered everyone in the game. I've unlocked the majority of what there is to unlock. I don't think there's anything more to really do with this game. One of the very few fighting games that I've covered pretty much from day one, more or less. I think it was more halfway through Season 1, the beginning of Season 2 definitely I was there for. Because I didn't get Xbox One on day of release because of all the kind of stuff they were planning to do with it. Of course, they took that out, but, you know, I still didn't really want to get one. It was only like half a year later that I managed to pick one up. And it was all because of this game. The only game that I was interested in the Xbox lineup was Dead Rising 3 and this game. And this game wasn't even, like, on my radar, you know, it wasn't a game I even thought was happening, to be honest. And I just watched people playing it. I was like, this game's so fun. And then I walked into a game store one day when they still had those consoles in the stores. Do you remember that shit? You know, this makes me feel old. They had those kind of consoles in store, but you could play the game for a bit. And I liked what I saw. The graphics were awesome. The characters looked awesome. The music was fucking bop. Every fucking piece of music in this game is a fucking bop, dude. This is the greatest fighting game soundtrack ever made. And I don't think it's ever been topped. At all. Period. I think still, after 10, 12 years, that this is the best fighting game soundtrack of all time. Literally. I know some people probably have their own opinions, but to me, this is just it. You know, how it was dynamic, depending on what was happening on the screen. This game was an absolute love letter to Killer Instinct fans, but also a welcome to new players. And I was definitely on the new player kind of thing, because I'd never played the original games. So, you know, everything was done right for this game, dude. And nothing has topped it ever since. So many fighting games that come out, nowhere's even come close to this game. And some, like Mortal Kombat and Tekken 8, have been absolutely sunk. Because I can't replicate the fun and enjoyment people had with this game, because when this game came out, it was a very different time. You know, Killer Instinct was probably the first of its type, fighting game-wise, to release characters periodically. At that time, it worked. Even though you had to pay for the bundle, it still worked. But it didn't have any of this microtransaction junk bullshit. You know, because it was a much smaller game, I guess, to a degree. But even then, you know, the right decision from the off was to have a free version where you could play with Jago online all the time. If you liked the game and you got used to it, then you could buy the other characters at your own pace. Everything was just done for this game was right. Whereas the Mortal Kombats and Tekkens went wrong, this game got it right. It's just a shame that nowhere else has even come close, and despite the ever constant requests for a sequel, it's far too late. I think it would probably do well, to be fair, if they did, but like I said, I feel that this is the definitive version of the Killer Instinct series, and that what I mean is everything from the previous games was in this game. Combo breakers, counter breakers, I think were new. Shadow counters were new, I think they were kind of new, I'm not sure. But you know, it was like, it had all the hallmarks of the classic games, plus their own unique spins on it. And then all the characters in the series came out. And then we had a couple of awesome guest characters. And yes, you guys know that I don't really like guest characters that much. But like I said, General Worm and Arbiter were not the selling point of the game. The game saw itself on its own merits based on its own characters from its own franchise. Which is what I think fighting games should do. This guest character nonsense gets overdone sometimes. Tekken hasn't really done too bad. You know, Tekken had Noctis and Tekken 7 had Noctis and Geese and Negan. I mean, it went a bit wild from like the second half of the third season of that game. Guest characters started coming out every fucking time they had a new season for it. But it didn't annoy me too much. But now it's just like everyone's doing it. You know, and it's just worn out its welcome for me. I want a fighting game based on the characters of the game. And this game for a long time did that. And like I said, the only two they have is Arbiter and General Worm, which absolutely made sense, considering Rare is still an Xbox or Microsoft studio. So the guest characters then made sense, and they made them work. But it wasn't the selling point of the game. The game had already sold beyond its own merits on the first couple of seasons, which were all Killer Instinct. And that's how you should do these games. This game is a prime example of how you should do it, but that was 12 years ago. 12 years ago, things were a very different time. So, it is what it is, I guess. But that's it for this game from me, I think. I think we can finally call it cooked and done. Not cooked isn't bad, but certainly, 20 sessions of this thing. Still, one of my favorite fighting games of all time, one of my favorite games of all time. It's up there with Resident Evil 2 and Sonic 3. It's up there. It really is, just for how it drew me in. And as I improved and got better and started to win, I started to really get hooked. Because I really felt like I was improving, a lot like what happened with Dragon Ball FighterZ as well. Now, Dragon Ball FighterZ sadly went a bit awry in the final year of the game or so, but so did this game. Sadly. It started to crash a lot on Xbox. The connections weren't as good. On this version, it ran very well, but the screen now gets all sorts of blurry and pixelated sometimes with the effects on the screen. Now, I'm not sure if that's happening on Xbox at all. But even still, it still ran well. It didn't crash once. We only had like a couple of meh connections, but they weren't overly bad, I could sing this game's praises all day. But it was a very different time when this game came out. It came out as a ambitious free title that the developers probably thought, some of the like oldies will probably remember what Killer Instinct was. But will they be the only ones that play? And the answer to emphatically was no. This game actually grew in popularity because it came out, and because it was free to start with, and because it had the option to buy the characters you wanted at the time. You could even, I think in the first season and a half, you could still buy the characters you wanted to buy. I mean, technically you can kind of do that with Mortal Kombat and Tekken 8, but, at this time it actually worked, and like I said, it didn't rely on nobody was a guest character, and yes, let's be honest, I know I've shat on Tekken for all being Tekken 7 DLC for Season 2 of Tekken 8, but, they were already on the previous game, so they probably should have been unlocked on the discs to begin with, or in the base game. But this game was different. Like I said, it had a much smaller budget, and probably, I wouldn't say a much smaller player base, I guess I wouldn't know. With Killer Instinct, I don't know, to be honest, because I was never there. You know, back when this game was doing the rounds, I was playing, I think, what was it? Killer Instinct was 90, 92, 93, 91, something like that. I was playing Sonic 2. You know, I was playing Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 later, and you know, I was a Sega kid growing up, and I think Killer Instinct was Nintendo, wasn't it? Was it? I'm trying to remember. Was it Nintendo? It might have been. I'm gonna look that up right now. I know this is a bit of a long outro, but I want to know for sure what I'm talking about. I don't remember it on the Mega Drive. Let's be honest here. I'm going off memory, so let's see. Look this up for a second. Oh, okay. So Killer Instinct was 1994. Developed by Rare and published by Nintendo. Yeah, so it was published by Nintendo, but predominantly it was on Nintendo. I don't think it ever made Game Boy. It made the Game Boy apparently, but I don't think it ever made any other console at the time, 1994. So yeah, I don't think it ever made any other console at the time. And Killer Instinct even now hasn't made the PlayStation at all, which I'm surprised. At the same time, with what's happening with most Xbox games going to PlayStation now, I'm surprised this hasn't already been done. But maybe that's more a decision of Rare rather than Microsoft, because this is still Rare's game, isn't it? Well, it's not Rare's game, but you know, it's probably the choice of the current developers, I would say. You know, Battletoads Rash made absolute sense for a guest character in this game as well, because it was from Rare's previous work. It was their own character. Could have had Conker actually as well. That would have been funny. But yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't made PlayStation, to be honest. But I don't think the team had the budget for that now. I you know, a couple of years ago, that was pretty much it. You know, the anniversary went by and we got an update, which was cool. But no talk of going to previous companies. But even 2 years ago, Microsoft having most of their games going to PlayStation wasn't even a thing back then. Now it is, and it still hasn't made it. But as with the Steam release, it probably would be far too late to make any further impact on the game. You know, and most of the guys who've already played have already been asking for a sequel for over a decade, and they haven't got it, because I don't think it needs it. It probably needs it in terms of maybe a tune-up, but I don't know. If it was going to happen, it probably would have by now, unfortunately. Yeah. So this is finally it. And, yeah. It was an absolute blast. Thank you to everyone who watched, who played, who fought, and had fun with me on this game. You were all awesome. Killer Instinct community, very awesome indeed. Trying to keep this game alive as long as it has is quite the achievement in itself, considering other fighting games don't last more than a year these days. And this was a much smaller game, I guess, than Tekken 8 or Street Fighter, Tekken or Street Fighter in general, even Mortal Kombat. And yet, this has outlasted Mortal Kombat 1. This will probably outlast Tekken 8 if it keeps going down the disaster reviews out. Street Fighter, though, has had a resurgence, because Street Fighter 6 is actually decent. But I don't want to start wars like that, you know, and put this game on a pedestal. It deserves a pedestal, but I don't want to start wars like that. This is truly one of my favorite games of all time. And that's how I will always choose to remember it, you know. But, yet again, like I said, thanks to everyone who played. Thanks to everyone who watched the videos. 20 sessions. If you want to go back and relive all the glory, you can do so. If you wish, it is all going to be there, and it's all going to stay there. And it's going to be it was the big hallmark of my channel for like a year, dude. For Outlast Season 2 and Season 3, this game was a absolute, like, this was a feature. This was a channel feature for so long. Because I played it for so long. You know, and I actually enjoyed putting up every single session I made of it. 20 sessions. This was an addiction for so long with this game. And no other game has ever done that since. Most time I'd put into a fighting game before Killer Instinct. Hell. I don't know, actually. I don't even know if there was one. Like I said, I think Killer Instinct was the first one to really drive me to be more competitive, I guess. Not really a competitive fighting game player, because I'm not. But, you know, it really got the competitive juices flowing, because, you know, Tekken 6's online was trash. Soul Calibur 4 did a good job. I played a lot of that game. So I would say before Killer Instinct 2013 was probably the closest was Soul Calibur 4. Because I had online play. So maybe Soul Calibur 4 was like the start. But this was a whole different level. This was a whole new level for me of online play. This is a game I wanted to play at least once a week, if not every couple of days. Because I spent hours at one point. I unlocked Shago, the boss fight. At one point, I unlocked him randomly and spent, I don't know, the utmost of 3 hours trying to beat him. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. I tried everything. I just couldn't beat him, dude. It was unfortunate. But we got him in the end. We got him in the end with his moveset. So, yeah. The whole story is throughout this channel. Be sure to check it out if you like. And this is me signing off on Killer Instinct for the final time. Once again, thank you to everyone who played, watched, and all that good stuff. Social media is down in the description. Yeah. You know the rest. Peace out, guys. Stay safe and stay awesome on Killer Instinct for the final time. This is Simon Chaos signing off.